Thank you to EA for sending me the For Rent early access code. Let's jump into it. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's the Awful Gamer here, and I have missed y'all so much. I feel like I say that every video that I've created recently, but a lot has been happening. Number one, which I'm sure you could guess from our intro, is that I am absolutely flabbergasted and gobsmacked to have been invited to join the EA Creator Network. We are officially an EA creator now. Words are really hard, but I am so thankful to EA for this opportunity. I promise to be very chaotic with it, as I usually am with all of my gameplay, but that's just one of the many things that has happened since our last video. Last video, we talked about wanting to start season 2 of our chaotic Let's Play, and that's still going to be happening, but since that happened, we've also launched Sims Legacy Hub, so been dealing with kind of everything going on with that, and still streaming on Twitch on a regular basis. So it's been a chaotic time, but I'm so excited to be back and to be showing you some early access to The Sims 4 For Rent. When I first heard about For Rent, I was so excited about everything that has to do with like the regular pack or the expansion that they're expansion pack. That makes sense, Alex. The expansion that they're going to be doing with it, which was the ability to create rental units and to kind of own, operate rental units / be a tenant. And that's something that I feel like this game has been severely missing. Like, it was this big hole that they're finally filling, because who here has not lived in an apartment or won't live in an apartment or rented in some capacity? Like, even think of college dorms and dorm rooms. Like, the ability to split up those dorm rooms from Discover University is going to be amazing. The ability to split out the apartments that came with like eco lifestyle. The ability to have this gameplay is just going to be so much fun. And I can't wait to show y'all what I'm doing with it. So to give you an idea, this is not going to be an overall review or anything like that of every item that's been used or everything that came with the pack. There are some amazing content creators out there that are also part of the EA Creator Network that have already done that. One of the things that I want to show off is the ability to create all of these different units. Now, if you know me or you've been here for a little bit, thank you so much. I appreciate you, especially as I've been inconsistent now that I'm streaming on Twitch. But one of the things that I was very excited about was that there is an actual cheat code that you can use to extend the number of units that you'll have on a single lot. So right now, out the get-go, there are 6 allowable units for a single lot here in The Sims 4 For Rent. There's also a limit of 99 rental units throughout the entire game. So regardless of whatever world you're in, you can have a total of 99 across Oasis Springs, Willow Creek, the new worlds, anything like that. There's a limit to 99. However, the Sims Gurus thankfully shared a cheat with all of us in order to increase the cap of the number of units that you can have on a single lot. Now, the limit of 99 across the entire game still exists, but when I heard that you could have 99 units on a single lot, you know I had to try it. Fair warning, before we jump into this build, I don't recommend it, and you will see why. So starting off, I'm doing this as a speed build. Now, most of the time I stick with gameplay, and I'm very excited to do the gameplay of, you know, owning and renting all of these different units / trying to live in them as well. I'm excited about that duality. I think for me, when I do this gameplay, like if I'm going to incorporate this into more of my regular gaming and like play style, I'm probably going to be a renter more than I am going to be a landlord. But for this level of chaos, I'm assuming that the awful landlord is coming out. We're going to be able to go show off, do everything that we can, and rent out these 99 units that I'm creating for this kind of challenge. As you can see, I did very basic. I tried my best to showcase as many of the new items that came in this pack, because there are some really cool items. Like, seriously, if you have not checked out the items in this pack from other creators' videos, please go do so. They do some amazing synopsises of every item in this pack. I quickly learned, though, that that's going to be very hard to showcase all of the items because you're limited on space. So in order to create 99 units on a single lot, it takes a little bit of math. I had to try to figure out, okay, we've got 4 stories. Initially, I was just thinking we could build on 3. I don't know why my brain went there, but that's what we did. We build on 3 stories. That's 33 units per story. If you divide that into a front and back, that's like 16 some units on each side, or like on both sides. And then I also wanted to give them shared common space and put a majority of the essentials in there because that just seemed like the most chaotic thing. Could you imagine 99 units all cooking in one shared space, or 99 units all showering, using the restroom? Like, I tried my best to keep it as chaotic as possible. So really all I did was I made a room that was big enough for 8 beds in bunk beds that came from the base game and stacked them along each other. Now, it worked for, I would say, the first 6 units or so. It went really, really smoothly, which makes sense that the gurus out there put a cap of 6 units on what you should build in a lot. But let me tell you, I'm going to show you at some point later on. I'm not going to speed up the video. I'm going to show you how long it took to place a unit at the very end, as well as how long it started to take to place items. Because the reason they do not recommend you do 99 units on a single lot is it takes forever to place an item. That being said, after I'm going through and like placing all of these just 8 beds, that's it rooms, they gave them a door. No one even gets a window. There's no room for windows in here. If we're gonna fit 99 units on a single lot, it's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. You just get your 8 beds, you can all sleep, and then everything else will be in the common place. I will say for creating new units and for editing existing units and everything like that, everything works so smoothly. It's so intuitive. The Sims Gurus showed it off on their live stream and it works just as beautifully as they said that it does. Again, I am not a builder, so the fact that I found this to be super intuitive and really easy to use is like big marks on my side, because if I can figure it out, anyone else can. While I was creating these 99 units, I was trying to think, because it was giving me some time in between placing each unit, what I wanted to do in terms of actually showcasing or creating that center shared space. So I know I needed a place for like mailboxes, I needed a place for entertainment, bathrooms, cooking, lounging, that sort of thing. But I started to get really frustrated, I will say, with how long it was taking to place things. Again, that is to no fault of The Sims or the For Rent pack. I'm actually super excited and loved everything that I saw while I've been having early access and playing around with it. It is a limitation or a stress that I put on myself creating those 99 units, but we're going to be playing with it. We're going to be testing it. We're going to be trying it out. That's actually something that I'm really excited to show off tomorrow. When this post, it will be coming out tomorrow. On Twitch at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I am going to be playing in this with the Awful Landlord, which is just my Sim self. At the very beginning of this video, I took the time to like edit my Sim self to update them, especially with some of the new items. That being said, okay, quick distraction from the build, because it's going to take forever in order to do all the things that we need to place those 99 units. I can never complain again about the number of purple clothing items in The Sims. My favorite color, if you cannot tell by my hair, which we dyed for charity, by the way, over on Twitch, we raised over $2,000 for the Trevor Project, and one of the goals was to dye my hair purple. I also have purple walls, I have purple blankets, purple glasses that I lost and can't find them right now. But that to say, I love purple, and one of the things that is like my biggest critique of The Sims is there's not a lot of good purple items. This pack came through with the purple. The number of purple shirts, pants, accessories, and it's good purple too. It looks good. I changed my Sim into those purple outfits because I love purple so much, and they did it so well. They did it so well in Justice, not only in cast, but also in build buy. That being said, for this build, I did not particularly focus on purple because honestly, the blue and white scheme kind of fit really well, and after it started to take so long to like load and place items, I just kind of went with the first watch. It was basically a first watch only challenge without me realizing it was a base first swatch only challenge, which to be fair checks out. That's the type of chaos that I would absolutely do. Along with that, I will say, my thought process was that I was going to have my Sim self live on this lot. So there are technically 98 units that are, well, that's not true. There are 96 units that are identical because that fit for the way that the layering worked, with like 8 on one side of the share space, 8 on the other, and then like reverse. So 16 per floor, and then doubled because I did the same on the opposite side. So 32 total per floor. that left us with only 96 units. So what I did was I created this like penthouse unit on the very top of the home. And it was essentially like, it's got everything. That one actually has a bed. It has a kitchen. It has a bathroom. It has a lounge area. It has a bar. Like, that's where I was going to have the awful landlord live. And then there's 2 other units to the side of it. And those units, honestly, I just extended because, again, it was taking so long to build because of what I was choosing to do and how I was trying to break The Sims, that it just added, I would say, like I added 4 couches and 2 TVs to give them their own entertainment, but they still have to go through and use all of the other shared spaces in order to eat, use the restroom, have any other form of entertainment. I just want to see what chaos causes. Like, at the end of the day, one of the things that I'm really excited about is to see how the shared spaces work, especially if all of those units are full. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to do math. Hold on. If all of those units are full, which is 8 Sims per unit, and then we've got that 1 unit that just my Sim is going to live in, that's over 785 Sims on a single lot. I did not give them enough bathroom spaces, cooking spaces, laundry spaces. I didn't give them enough for 785 Sims. So that's going to be very interesting to see kind of like how that works. I also, I'm doing this off camera because it was taking so long by the end of it, but I'm also editing each unit to say that it has 8 beds, 3 baths, not because it necessarily has 3 baths, but if you include the entire like bathroom area that I created, which you'll see later on, it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense because we've got, you know, it really doesn't make sense at all, but it was something that just felt, I won't say right, but like the right thing to do if we're going to be playing as a bad landlord, you know? Also, when we go through and play this over on Twitch tomorrow, we're going to be trying to complete the 5-star, oh gosh, now I'm butchering the name. I should have written this down. The 5-star, like, tenant, the 5-star owner, the 5-star renter, someone who owns a rental unit and it gets to 5-star. That's my goal to tomorrow with this chaos of this 99 unit. I will say, while I was building this, I kind of built it in what I see as like an outdoor hotel motel area. And it got me so excited for all of the different things that we can build and do now with this. I've recently done a lot more building than I normally do. I still will claim to be the awful builder or not a builder because gameplay has my heart. Gameplay, chaos has my heart. Listen, when The Sims released this pack and they said that your Sim can die of molds and then become like this mold ghost, they had me. I was the most excited I think I've been in a very long time for a pack to come out because I love a good death in The Sims. Any way that I can any way that I can enhance my gameplay, I definitely want to do that. So again, thank you to EA for sending me this pack early. I've had so much fun. We're right now only just seeing the 99 tenant build, but it's gonna be a blast. I've had so much fun thus far, and surprisingly, at least in the gameplay that I've done thus far, I have not found any glitches. That's not to say that some don't exist, but I would have been very pleasantly pleased with some of the stuff that's been coming out. Now, if you are still here and watching, I want to give you a little like nugget or redacted little bit of information that I found out today. I don't know if this is actually a bug or a feature because it is not in the patch notes at all, but you can remove and move windows now in City Living. So you know those apartments that come in City Living that have like those windows that you can't touch unless you use a mod or anything like that? When I was playing around in it with this early access, I can now move and delete windows in City Living. I'll put a clip really quickly of me doing that because it is absolutely, this better be a feature. This better be a hidden feature, or The Sims, please, 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 please make this a hidden feature. Even if it's a glitch, keep it, because I have been begging, and everyone else that I know has been begging for the ability to remove windows now. And if this is an actual feature of the patch notes that came out today, y'all have my heart again. Y'all will have my heart again. That's all I'm gonna say. I think some of the other things that I'm really excited about in this pack is the world. The world looked absolutely beautiful. I loved being around in it. It's Definitely small, I would say, just in comparison to what I was expecting for an expansion pack, but it is beautifully done. And I am going to be using that Tiger Sanctuary as debug all of the time. I'm also going to be giving all of the like Sims children that we have, the ones that are allowed to live indoors, the like tiger stuffy, just because it's so cute. It's so cute. And I'm really excited for those plastic lawn chairs. That there's just like so many uses that you can have for some of these items that I don't even realize weren't in the game before. And I think that's my favorite thing about expansion packs, is realizing like, oh yeah, all of this stuff that they're giving us now are things that we didn't have. Like it's wild. We've now got like functioning water heaters and electrical things that we're absolutely gonna have in this unit, so that way we can cause issues across the board and see, you know, what if the hot water goes out for all 99 rental units, or what if the electrical goes out for all 99 rental units? Like it's gonna be so much fun. I can just tell already. I'm going to hate that I have to play this way, but love that I'm playing this way, because that's the kind of chaos that I inflict on myself. The other thing that I will say is all the other stuff that we can build now with all of these new features. Like I have been building Bob's Burgers over on Twitch, which has been a lot of fun, just to recreate some of these like really famous, cool shows that you enjoy. But one that I'm excited to do now that we've got like functional units is we can recreate Rose Motel from Schitt's Creek, which is one of my favorite shows. We turn it on all of the time, anytime that I want to just relax and kind of unwind. Love seeing David and Alexis and Moira and Johnny and all of the chaos that they have to come, because I'm a little bit Alexis. What can I say? I identify a little bit Alexis, which if you have not seen that show, seriously, it's still on Netflix. Go watch Schitt's Creek. I love it so much. Again, not being paid or anything to say that by Schitt's Creek or EA, but just some of my favorite shows. And honestly, I am just, again, so incredibly loss of words for the opportunity that EA has given me with being an EA creator, an EA partner, and getting packs early. So if you are at all interested in getting the Sims 4 for rent as well, I will be giving away a code of it tomorrow, again on Twitch. So that's Wednesday, December 6th at 6 p.m. Eastern time. You won't be able to get the code until I actually get the code, which is after the pack comes out on the 7th. But you'll be able to enter as long as you're just following me there. So I think that is starting to be like the wrap up of this entire build. Again, thank you to EA. Thank you to all of you for sticking with me. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to be making a return to YouTube with videos. We're going to be continuing the Midnight's Legacy Challenge, going back to the Baxters for our Chaotic Let's Play. But I have been predominantly streaming on Twitch on Wednesdays and Sundays and have an absolute blast. So if you want to stop by and say hi, I would love to have you. And I appreciate you. I think that's all that I'm going to say, so I'll leave you with some pictures of just the awful apartments that I have created. Thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate you all so heckin' much. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what you think I should build or what gameplay you want to see from me. I always love hearing your suggestions. And if you're at all interested in any of the other projects I've been working on, you can go to simslegacyhub.com. It is officially out. It was put together by me, The Awful Gamer, Pacific Creative, and Dev Pacific, all working to try and create a family tree that is specific to simulation games. So it officially launched on December 1st. The feedback has been absolutely amazing thus far. We are constantly putting out updates and trying to respond to comments, concerns, bugs, issues. So yeah, can't wait to see it. So I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you so much again. Bye.